gentlemen, and happy Monday. And welcome to LatinoLandia Podcast, episode number 2. Thank you for your hope you're having a great day and a happy Monday once again. To my right is a third member of our podcast, and I want to welcome you to Yanira. Say hi.
Hello, hello.
So she'll be joining us in today. Unfortunately, my co-host Freddy is under the weather. However, because of technology, guess what? He'll be able to join us via. I think he's home right now, so Freddy will be part of the show today. It's just like he's under the weather right now, and he'll be joining us right there. Hey, Freddy,
Hey,
say hi.
what's up,
So,
guys? Hello, hello. Welcome to episode number 2.
like I said, we can still do the whole show, and Freddy's right there. So I'm happy and
Can't
I'm
miss work now.
excited. Right, you can't miss work. So thank you guys for joining us again on our second episode, and a couple new things. The raffle, guys. I just want to make sure that you guys are in for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we'll cut it off. You won't be able to qualify for the raffle. There are two. The first prize will be Mariscos. They will be sponsoring a dinner for two. Alcohol is included as well.
Ooh, can we
So,
join now?
right. So Maria Mariscos is on 22nd and Vermont. Our second sponsor is again Caveman Kitchen. They'll be raffling a case of Regia beer, and that will be the second prize. So once again, after 30 minutes, you are qualified, but after 30 minutes, you also don't get to participate in the raffle. And like I told you guys, thank you for joining us. So a little bit of Latinolandia, a little recap. We started the podcast because, hey, there's 60 million Latinos here in the United States, and we just want more voices heard. So why Latinolandia?
So, for the viewers that haven't seen this before, LatinoLandia is a virtual video podcast where we, your hosts, who are Latinos, get to introduce our Latino culture. As you know, we like to party. We like to have, speak about religion. We go in for food. Everything that we do, we like to include people. And this is exactly what we're trying to do now with our virtual video podcast. And how are we going to do it?
Well, thank you for asking, Freddie. So you guys are a big part of this podcast. We want you guys to participate. You guys will be able to ask us questions, send us emojis, make statements. I mean, maybe you won't like something that Freddie or I say, or now Yanira as well. But you guys are a big part of this podcast. So please share with us your ideas, suggestions, your comments. We will try to improve the show daily. But guess what? You're very comfortable at your very own home.
Yeah. And as you're getting comfortable, you get to lean back and sit there and say, and listen to us, right? But what makes us more Latino? What makes us Latino? Our conversations are spicy. They have that sazon where we will be talking about controversial stuff, exciting stuff, but everything that we speak about will be coming from our Latinos perspective. Why and how we're going to do it? We're going to be speaking to you guys from our perspective, Latino, which is with spiciness, some sazon. You can't have a regular conversation, something bland. But with us, we will make sure that you are intrigued and involved in our conversations.
Right. So, but look, guys, we want you. Of course, we're going to be talking about serious conversations, but we're also going to have fun. And look, Freddie said we like to have fun and spice it up. We're going to introduce you to our very first game, and it's called Lotería
With a
with a
mix.
twist. Yeah. Ooh.
Ah, the favorite game of a Latino, from its inception in the 15th century in Italy to the New Spain in the 1760s, which is now Mexico. It now comes in 2022 to our virtual video podcast. And as you can see from the picture behind my host, that is the old style of Loteria. But now it also came to our tables, and now it's going to be on your screen. And how are we going to play this? We're going to be playing this with 5 different characters. and whoever gets three best out of five will win.
All right. So you guys know the rules. We're gonna have 5 words, and you guys will give us clues. Before we do, though, me and Freddie last on the first episode had a bet. You want to make another bet, Freddie? But before we do, whoa. Sorry. But before we do, Freddie, uh, uh, you guys want to see what happened last Friday? Because Freddie,
Of course, I want to see that recap.
you want to see that recap? So if you missed it, guys,
I lost.
Freddie was wearing a tutu, and he had to do 50 push-ups, which he still owes.
I have to give a shout out to Jazz. That tutu is fabulous.
Right. So we're gonna play that recap right now, and we're gonna show you. You wanna make a bet? You guys get to vote. Thank God for the tutu. And I don't think you could do 50 push-ups. And that's almost all. I do want to say that Freddie did struggling with it. There we go. So thank you. I'll give you half an applause for for doing it, Freddie. So today, you guys, like I told, right. So you guys are part of this audience, correct? So today's bet, we have 3 bets, or actually just one new one. You guys will be introduced to live polling. Go ahead. We're gonna introduce you to. You guys choose what the loser is gonna do this time at the game. The first option is we're gonna eat a jalapeno or habanero for 20 minutes. Your second choice is wearing nail polish the whole day.
I get to pick.
And vote, guys. And the third option is the loser has to wear lipstick, but the winner gets to put it on blindfolded. So once again, I'm going to recap the 3 options is eat or habanero, no water for about 20 minutes.
Okay.
You get to, second option, paint your nails and have it on the whole day.
I see glitter.
Glitter pink. And your third option is stick. But the catch is the winner will put it on you blindfolded.
Ooh.
And we'll do this on Friday again. You guys vote and close it in about 10 seconds. If you have not voted, go ahead and vote right now.
Remember, we do go live every time we do these bets.
Right. So if you have not followed LatinoLandia _podcast on our Instagram, go ahead and follow. Also on our Facebook, we really appreciate it. If you have not followed us on YouTube, please subscribe as well. We really appreciate it. And we're gonna close in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I guess Freddie. So loser is gonna wear lipstick. Right, so blindfolded. So are you ready?
Hey, preference and color, right?
Can I pick the color too?
You could pick the color.
Oh, yeah.
All right. The catch is, Freddie, go ahead and put your blindfold on. Yanira, can you blindfold me too again?
We'll have the honors.
These are
Guys,
made
this
to
is where you
protect us.
participate.
These
Right,
are made
guys,
to
this is
protect
where
us
you-
and mask.
Guys, you guys get to play this game with us. You guys are going to give us clues. Yanira will say who answers first. Is it Freddie or me? Whoever raised their hand first. Okay, guys? So if any volunteers, go ahead and give us a clue on the first card. Are we ready? Because I can't see right now.
Okay.
Is Freddie ready?
Freddie is ready. Yes.
Ready.
All right. Do we have a volunteer to give us a clue?
Who wants to give out the clue? Give me a second.
You could also, guys, type it in the group chat as well if your mics are off for whatever reason.
We have a volunteer.
And who's the volunteer?
Kiki.
All right, Kiki, you'll be our first volunteer. You'll give us a clue. Freddie, first person to raise their hand goes first.
It's something that you can drink out of.
Go ahead, Nelson.
El cantarito.
No, Freddy. Your chance.
I didn't hear.
Something you can drink out of.
Give me a second. La botella.
Yes.
All right, 1 point for Freddie, I guess. All right, do we have a second volunteer, guys?
Do I get to pick? Oh, I
Yeah.
get to pick today. Okay. Oh, wait. We got 2.
Go for it. Who is the volunteer?
What's your name? And go ahead and give out the clue.
If she's typing it, you can say it.
Okay. She said you can use it to pour out liquid. Go. Oh, that was a tight one. Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah, go
To
ahead.
me?
El cantarito?
Nelson said el cantarito. You got it right.
All right, there you go.
1-1.
All right, we need a third volunteer.
We need some help.
All right, why don't you give us a clue on the third one?
Well, that's a tough one. We can use it as a sport.
We could use it as a sport.
Yeah. Freddy?
Las Jaras?
Yeah. Tie game.
All right, last clue, guys. We need one more person to give us the last clue.
Let's go with Jessica.
All right, Jessica, type in your clue and Yanira will say it.
Okay. Last clue. Ready?
Here we go.
Fancy. Go ahead, Nelson.
Fancy, you said?
I said fancy.
La Dama?
Yep.
All right. Yes. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for participating. That means, guys, Freddie will wear lipstick this Friday at a specific location. If you have not joined LatinoLandia on Instagram or on Facebook, go ahead and join because you don't want to see Freddie. I never put makeup on nobody, but I'm going to make it harder. Blindfolded.
I see this fuchsia color already.
Right? Pink, hot pink with the
Yeah,
tutu.
Ooh.
So thank you guys for participating. That is a little bit of Lotería. And like I said, it's a great game. It's a great Hispanic game. It's great for kids. You can play it all the time, especially for the holidays. Freddie, any last words before you get lipstick on your face?
Just don't get it on my
Practice,
beard.
Freddie.
That's all.
I'll have Nelson practice. Don't worry, Freddy.
All
I got you,
right.
Freddy.
So thank you guys for that, and I hope you guys enjoy Lotería. Now let's start with our next segment and why we're here. All right, let's talk about double standards.
Ooh.
All right. So we all know that life is not fair sometimes, right? Double standards exist in Latino communities everywhere around in the United States, and we all grew up with them. And some of them are fair. Some of them we could change them. So, but I just don't want people to come out and vent the standards. Okay, I want to come up with solutions as well. I want you guys to think and discuss what can we do to actually change this. Like I said, sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not bad. So double standards. We looked at a couple. We have a few. We have a lot actually, and one of them that came up was growing up. Women would say that boys would have more independence, will have more freedom to go out. Your parents will let them go out, while girls will have to stay home and they didn't have as much freedom.
We had to take either our little brother, little sister, but we didn't have that freedom.
Right. So, would you if you had kids and you had a boy and a girl, would you give the girl more freedom now?
I would. As things have changed in society, I would.
So I was looking into this, and I was thinking, why would parents let the boys go out more than the girls? Danger.
Of course.
Let's be real. Men are stronger. It doesn't mean that women cannot protect themselves, but I think that was one of the reasons why family members allowed men to go out. Because when you're 15, 13, 12, 16, 17, whatever time you were going out, you would say, hey, the boy could probably protect themselves more than a female.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had a girl and I had a boy right now, even though I know it's unfair, I would probably still let the boy go out just for, because I would trust him a little bit more. And I know that sounds horrible, but I think that's just reality.
So do you agree with if you had a girl that if she had an younger sibling, because usually it's a younger sibling,
Okay.
for her to go out, but do they have to take the brother or sister?
It would make me feel better. It has nothing, like I said, it has nothing to do with like,
Trusting your daughter.
right. It has nothing to do with trust with the daughter. It's just, if there's danger, I would like to think that, her brother will protect her. And
Even though he's younger.
Well, maybe. It just depends on the scenario. But let's be real. If you're in danger, most of the times you're going to want a man to protect you.
Physical.
Right. So it has nothing to do that, like I said, it has nothing to do with a girl not being able to protect themselves. I just tend to think that men will probably defend themselves better than a woman. And there is a comment on the chat, and it's Mimi Ramirez. She says, I have a daughter that's 28, and her younger brothers still protect her when she's going out. My 11-year-old daughter is beyond protected of her. It's just for
protection.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Right. So, I mean, even though I think women were complaining about that they didn't have as much freedom.
That it wasn't fair.
Because let's be real, it wasn't fair. I remember growing up, I could go out to parties and my younger sisters would not. Or they would have to go with me, or they would have to go with a group, something else, right? And you're right.
Or if you wanted to go to theater, your mom would go with you.
Right. And your mom would sit like 3 rows behind you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even though that double standard is unfair, I think people still hold truth to that right now. I'm assuming women here or fathers here who have daughters, you would prefer that the daughter goes out with somebody else or a group, even though that is a little biased or unfair.
But now we have technology.
Okay.
We have the iPhone where you click a button and it does this alert to 911. We have pepper spray.
Okay.
We have different solutions nowadays.
So you still be comfortable with letting your daughter go out?
If I find a way where it can kind of substitute her having her sister go with her, then yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, like I said, even though you're right, maybe technology improves for protection. I would still feel safer if she went out with a group or her brother, just because. And I know that's not a popular opinion, but at the end of the day, I want her to be protected, and that's all that matters. So even though, yeah, it might be unfair for my daughter not to have freedom, which I get, I understand. In my mind, guess what? She's safer, and that's her protection is all that matters. And I know it's not, like I said, it's not popular, but it is what it is sometimes. How do you feel about, let's go even deeper right now. And let's talk about when women have more sexual partners.
Right.
They're
She's called a slut.
They're called names. They're called hoes. They're called whatever you want. So a woman who sleeps around with 10 plus men or 20, 30, whatever you want to call it, they're called what? We said it, right? But a man goes out and sleeps with 20, 30, 40 females. We're called what? Studs, playboys,
everything. You get credit for it.
Right. So what do you think? Is that even now?
Of course. I think that one will be very hard to get rid of.
Right. At the end of the day, so how do we come up with solutions for that? Women complain about that. Like, we are looked at as hoes and sluts if we have more than 10
Maybe
people.
not sharing it?
Okay, right. One solution is, hey, keep that information to yourself. But what about teaching young men to be more respectful in women? And women, when you guys are in your own groups, be respectful towards men too, because kids see everything, right?
Correct.
So if men around are calling women hoes and sluts and all these things, they will learn from you guys. So it's just the way we raise them. Respect both genders, because at the same time, right now, women could call men fat, lazy. It's all over social media. But guess what? If we go after women because of their weight, we get thrown at. All women come over and like they criticize us.
Majority of women.
Majority
not
of
all.
women, yeah. We're
Yeah.
talking about majority of women people. So, like I said, it's all about respect and how we were taught, right? Hey, Freddie, are you back? Can you hear us?
You guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. So we were talking about body count when women are
Oh, that's how we call it nowadays, huh?
body count,
What's your
right?
body count? Is that the first question? Though?
That was the first question. What's your body count, right?
Oh, wow. Okay.
So women are being called hoes, sluts if they have more than 10 sexual partners, right? But men, on the other hand, are called studs, masculine, because they have more than 20 and 30 people, correct? So my question is to you, Freddie, how do you find a solution for that?
I think. It's a tough one, right? Because it's you to say like to stop putting out labels. That's easy, but are people really going to do it? No, I think it's just being mindful and respectful, as in like, hey, you don't want to be judged that way, therefore, why judge people that way too? And so, like, fine, we need to understand like if someone, for example, like if a guy is sleeping around with 10 women, then fine, that's his decision. Let's not praise that. Let's not say like, oh, you're a stud, or
Right.
you're royal, whatever, right? And when it's to women and they sleep with 10 guys, we shouldn't be shaming them. Just cut it and say, hey, like that's your choice. That's what you want to do. Fine. Let's not label and let's not shame and let's not praise.
I think people should start holding people accountable. That's one thing. So if your group of friends are calling, like say for example, guys are calling women hoes, I gotta call them out on that. Like, hey, you gotta stop that. Women do too. I feel that women are never held accountable to that standard. It's because, like I said, women could call us cheaters, dogs, pigs, but they are never held to that same standard.
Well, maybe it's because of the respect.
Okay, so what does that mean though? Don't we want both people to respect each other?
Well, yeah, of course. But I'm saying if a guy is not respectful, then that's when the woman's like, you know.
Okay, I'll put it this way: how women have it easier than men. So let's talk about the Jada Pinkett Smith and the Will Smith thing.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
Caliente.
it's been all over the news, right? Jada cheated on Will Smith, yet she got away with the entanglement, right? Nobody criticized her. Nobody said nothing. It was cute and funny, right? But if it would have been Will Smith, guess what? He would have been called a cheater label. So women were not criticizing her, even after the slap to Chris Rock. Women were defending, hey, he protected his woman, even though we know violence is not acceptable anywhere. So again, women need to hold women to their own standards, because if they want to hold us men to the same standards, then women should do too.
But that one's hard, though.
Why? Because she
he
cheated.
agreed. He agreed.
He agreed. Okay. Regardless, she didn't want to be labeled as a cheater. So therefore, she created a word, and all the women said, cute, funny.
Yeah, but if they would have kept it on DL, it would have been a different story.
Right, but who put it out there? She did.
Well, because something was leaked.
All right, hold on. Let's see here. What are we saying here? Paulina, she says, teach our sons that body counts
Don't
don't
count.
count. What matters is who they are, period. Agree. And that's what I'm saying. when you have young boys, teach them to be respectful towards women. And
Yeah, the
women,
labeling.
go ahead, Freddie.
That's why labeling needs to be ignored. That needs to be abolished from our point of view as seeing men and women that way. Because as soon as you start labeling something, you want to, for example, like think about it. When you say I want to be king, what does that mean? I want to be superior. I want to be in charge. I want to be all of this. Obviously, there's so many words, right? But that's the for lack of a better term, I'm using king. But in this, like, if you want to be seen like the alpha male or something like stronger, hey, look, I I'm just stud because I'm sleeping around with these women. If you abolish that, I think we have a solution.
Okay. I couldn't quite hear you because you were cutting off. But back to my original point, women didn't criticize Jada when she did cheat. At the end of the day, she cheated, whether it was right or wrong, or whether Will agreed, not agreed. Period. She was never held to it accountable. That's what I'm saying. Everyone, including men, should be held accountable when they are disrespectful to the other gender.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
we have a couple comments
All
about
right,
that.
let's read them out real quick. You want to read them? Go for it.
I thought they had an agreement. That's what I'm saying. They had an agreement. It's like you're giving the person a free pass. Wasn't that called back then? You get a free pass today?
Uh, I mean, if that's what you want to call it, but again, she wasn't criticized. She wasn't judged. Even people still use the word entanglement now to make it funny, to say, "Hey, I just did an entanglement," and that's not cool. But if man did it, he's a cheater and he's a pig. We're called what it is. We're called cheaters and pigs.
Because you guys have the thicker skin, right? You guys
Well,
are men. You
we're
guys can
men,
handle
right?
it. You can take it, right?
All right.
No,
Let's read some more. It says, "The red table talk is just so feminist."
I agree.
Okay. I thought they had an agreement. Wendy goes, "I don't agree with it, and what is she doing?" So you're not agreeing with Jada. Okay. I understand.
There's always two sides. Yeah, there is always two sides.
Go ahead and read that one.
Las mujeres engañan también.
So women.
Yes, we do.
All right.
But
So
we have a reason why.
I don't know if it's doable, but if we could do a live polling about, here's a simple question: who cheats more, men or women? I don't know if it's doable.
It's all about honesty, though.
Right.
Have you cheated?
I have. I'm okay.
Freddie,
with
have
it.
you cheated?
No,
Talk about Pat.
No. Okay.
Or one
So,
on one. You didn't ask me?
Have you cheated?
No.
All right, here we go. So, Will Smith okay, so let's continue reading.
There was.
Okay, hold on. There's more.
They have an open. Yeah, they did have an open marriage.
Look, I don't know the exact definition of an open relationship, but I'm assuming there's rules anyways within the open relationship. I don't think you could just go do whatever you want to do, but that's all I'm saying right now. I'm
like
pretty
that
sure
one.
there's rules. I think Will Smith was like, okay, you could go have sex with somebody, but not the kid's friend.
No,
You know
but
what
the
I mean?
worst part was what she said after.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's certain rules, even if they're an open relationship. I'm pretty sure Will didn't want her sleeping with the child's best
did he
friend.
lay down the groundwork for that?
Do we what?
Like, did Will Smith say like, "Hey, this is gonna be the rules, this is the groundwork. Like, you can cheat with
Like I
anyone."
said,
So
we
there's
don't
not-
we
Well, we
don't
don't
know.
know
Okay,
details
so
to
we're gonna
that.
do a live poem right here. Like I said, we don't know all the rules, so we
The
can't speak
details
more.
to that relationship.
But the truth of the matter is that he said that they cheated, and she called it an entanglement. So, whether you want to side with her or not, that's okay. Tune up the audience. Okay. So, let's vote right now, real quick, guys. Who cheats more, men or women?
Two.
Go ahead and vote. Let's see here. Let's man. Look at that. 2, 3 women. Oh, okay. It was just. Look at that. Oh, all right. Now
They're
we're
still
doing
coming
it.
in.
They're
Okay.
still coming in. We'll close the poll like in about 10 more seconds.
Come on, women, don't be shy.
And let's be real.
Whew.
Okay, so there you go. So now it's 5. Maggie said, I think it's equal. But I don't agree because she's
been
ungrateful a
ungrateful.
lot. Okay.
Yeah, she has been. I agree with Wendy.
Look at that. 7-3. 7-3. So women think that men cheat more. I'm gonna give you some couple of numbers right now, and of course numbers change year to year. Okay, uh, women always cheated back in the days. Hold on, there's more coming in right now.
Ram G.
What does Ram G say?
Los dos, solo que las mujeres son más discretas, pues claro.
Right. I always said women cheat as much as men, just that
But
they're
this proves the
smarter.
point.
What?
Los hombres son más chismosos.
I don't know about that either.
Men brag more. That's why it's known that they cheat more.
The
Right.
Hispanic world is chismosos.
Look, women have become more independent, so they have more money and they have more opportunity. They don't care about a man's financial stability, so therefore, they're okay to cheat. And let's be real, guys. There's bad men, there's bad women, and equally, men and women do cheat.
Yes, Wendy is right. We don't kiss and tell.
Right. So at the end of the day, like I said, that is a double standard that we need to fix. How about flirting? Let's talk about flirting real quick.
What about flirt?
So if a woman flirts with a man and she has a boyfriend, it's harmless. It's
You have
just
to-
joking. It's just joking. I'm playful.
But you have to tell me
But-
what's your definition of flirting.
Right. Hold on. And if a man flirts, it's called cheating. So let's say it's cheating. Is flirting cheating?
Again, what's your definition of flirting?
I mean, let's ask the audience.
All right, audience. What's your definition of flirting? Because
So-
that one can go left and right.
So
Yeah,
tell
you
me.
see? Everybody's asking to explain.
All right, so let's define cheating. So can I tell you that you're cute
Yes.
and that's your women are perfectly
My
fine with this.
perspective. Sorry, ladies. My perspective.
So if I tell another woman that she's attractive, you women are okay with that. I don't. Physical contact is cheating. Okay,
Of course.
physical contact is cheating. All right, so I can't hug women to say, "Oh, thank you."
Depends on the hug.
Depends on the hug. All right.
Si vas para bajito, ya es otra cosa.
All right. See how complicated it is. So
Of
I mean,
course.
like I said, women tend to say, "Hey, you're talking to that girl, you're flirting with her, you're cheating." That's what they label us, no matter what. But if women do, it was just playful. You know, I'm just teasing them. And again, they're not held accountable. Because Leo said flirting leads to creation of an attraction, which might lead to actions, aka sexual action, therefore cheating. You see that? So should you allow your partner to cheat? Yes or no? I mean, flirt.
I think there's just too much to it to just say,
So
yeah,
is it-
it's allowed, not allowed.
So it's very complicated, right?
I think so.
All right. Does anyone
Different
want to
levels.
chime in? I don't know
Of
if
course.
anybody. All right. Does somebody have their mic on that wants to ask a question? I know we're doing through the group chat, but I don't know if your mic's
Someone
on.
that's married would be nice if you
Yeah,
would
if you're
chime in
married-
to say, what's the limit?
What's your opinion, guys?
Ooh,
Uh,
I can unmute. Wendy can't unmute.
Wendy, you can unmute.
Give a second.
She's about to say something, guys. Hold on. There
Oh,
you go. Go for it.
Of course, loud and clear. What happened?
Are you saying something?
Yeah, what happened?
Somebody said,
Oh,
"Thank you,
there it is,
Leo."
there it is, there it is.
Leo, thank you that you're at work. See, Leo, I appreciate you. You're at work and listening to the podcast. Thank you.
All right, Wendy, let's go.
Go for it,
Okay,
Wendy.
so can you hear me?
Go for
Yes.
it. Yes.
Okay, so I mean, I'm not married, but you can say I'm considered married because I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
I mean, we can go out to a bar and girls will flirt with him. I don't get offended because at the end of the night, he's coming home with me. Now, it depends how far it goes too. You have to set your boundaries. He respects me enough that he knows when a girl will be kind of flirtatious, and he knows when to step away from it. Same goes with me. I think that I don't think I've been disrespectful when we go out to dance or a bar. A guy will come up, say hi. When he steps the way to go to the bathroom. I'll be nice and say hi when they ask, "Are you here with somebody?" Yeah, they're in the restroom. Oh, okay. I think you have to explain and define yourself. I don't think that somebody giving you a compliment and saying, "Hey, you look good," is said wrong or taken as,
Cheating.
anything bad.
I think
Yeah, it's
that
not cheating.
if it comes to that, I mean, maybe the girl is very insecure.
Okay.
Wouldn't you agree, Wendy?
I agree. That's a toxica.
There you go. That's a new term, huh? Toxica.
That is a new term. All right.
That happens too.
Toxica.
Like if like a girl approaches them and just something starts like a small conversation or whatever. If you have like a toxica, a simple hi can go so far. And you as a man sometimes are caught in the middle of that. Like you're like, she just said hi. Nelson, would you agree?
Right.
That happened.
Right. We're caught in the middle because if we do reciprocate, then we're looked at as, oh, what do you want from her? What are her intentions? I mean, so women
I
get away with it. I think
Okay.
women get away with it a little bit easier than men do. That's why.
No, but look. Okay, let me ask you this, because I know like you always want to come after the women, Nelson.
Ooh,
All right.
she's calling you
So-
out.
All right, go for it. I am.
So, okay, I'm gonna ask Clement. He's driving, but
All right.
if a girl comes up to you and says hi, are you gonna take it as flirting or just like hi as nice?
Just as high.
See, just as hi.
Okay, so let's say, what's your man's name? Clement?
Yeah.
Clement.
Clement. So if a girl comes and she gives you a hug, random, she came and said hi to you, you said hello, and then you guys are walking away, but she gives you a hug but rubs you down, the espalda comes back up. What would you do then?
Damn.
So she didn't want.
So Wendy, if you see that, your reaction would depend on how he reacts, right?
Honestly, my reaction, I would keep my composure. I'm not going to step out and act the fool because I respect myself and I know myself and I know my worth. So I'm not going to cause a scene. I'm going to walk away. We're going to go in the car and then we can talk about it. Or we'll talk about it at home.
Pobrecito.
It will cause a
Alright.
scene in the car. That's where it's at.
Okay, I have another
Yeah,
question.
I
Go for it.
don't feel like, I'll be honest with you. I feel like a lot of women come and attack women, and at the end of the day, you look stupid fighting other women for a man. Girl, know your worth. Like, instead of fighting, why not just clear up the situation? If you're an adult, act like one. You
There's
don't need
two.
to go and make yourself look stupid.
But why not just tell the woman, hey,
Yeah, I mean, you can.
he
but
is in a
let's say-
relationship. He is in a relationship. I don't understand why, and I get this, and maybe I don't know if women happen too. When you're single, you don't get no dates, nothing. But the moment you become in a relationship, a lot of women come from everywhere. Like, where were you
Yes.
when I was single? That happens a lot.
We were
And
at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right. So when you're single,
Exactly.
there's no women allowed. I can't even get a call back. I can't even get a text back. But the moment I'm starting to actually get in a relationship,
Let me ask you this.
they're
then.
all coming
Let me
out.
ask you one thing.
What?
You are alone because you broke up, right? So you're
Right.
single.
Right.
What do you do? Let's talk about your previous relationship. You broke up. What did you do? Did you go out, hang out?
No, I took my time.
What did you do?
You chose
It
to
didn't
take
work.
your time.
Right. I chose to take my time and focus on work and focus on other projects.
Okay,
There you
so
go.
Don't blame it on the girls
Yeah,
not messaging you
thank
back.
you.
took your time.
Thank you. You wanted your time.
No, right. But what I'm saying is, why do women, like, the moment that you're single,
Why do women come after a married man or a guy in a relationship?
right? That's exactly what I want to say.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think it's I was having this conversation with a friend because she's in that situation and I told her you're stupid because he's married. But it's the fact that
That's
she
what
feeds off of the if I can't have him, no one can, but she doesn't respect herself either. So clearly, if the guy gives in, then you're the dumbass who wants to deal with this girl who is gonna be around the bush.
All right. Let's continue reading a couple comments. Maggie,
She said, I agree with Wendy. Your man is committed to you, not some random girl. If a man is letting a girl rub him down, we have a problem. Ooh,
Because the man let it happen.
because the man let him.
All right. So, like I said, like there's a bunch of double
But
standards
you know
where
what? I think also coming back to that, communication
to
is key because I'll tell them like when we go out and stuff like that. Like I'll be like, hey, like this guy was being a little weird. Like just letting you know because I'm not drunk, but I've had drink. And he'll be like, okay.
And
Or I've had people in my DMs that he even knows, and I'm like, yo, what's up with that? And I come and tell him. So I feel like we have enough communication where I tell him things and look at Clement, not trying to look at you, Nelson.
no, thank you, Clement. Look, so let's go back to the double standards
thank you,
things, right?
Wendy.
Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate. Anybody else want to chime in? What else are the comments saying? I agree. Lupita said, I agree. A compliment is not cheating. Correct. A compliment is not cheating. Let's see. Leo said, you can take a compliment that wouldn't be cheating. I would not get mad if my girl gets complimented, but if she was to give it more attention, then I would be mad because I would think she would cheat.
It's all about the reaction.
Right. So what assuming everybody's saying is called about respect,
Communication.
communication, some certain maturity levels, right?
Of course.
So back to the original discussion where we were like, look, men shouldn't call women hoes, fat, anything, right? Women too should not call men cheaters, toxic pigs, if you want to be reciprocated, correct? Because right now that's what's going on, anyways.
I mean, that's what we teach our children in school, right?
Right, but we don't follow through. When we get older, we're like, I don't care. It's just me. So if we're trying to teach society to not call women hoes or men dogs or pigs, then we should follow what we're teaching our children.
I think it all starts with self-love.
Okay. What do you
If
mean?
we give if I give example, I give myself self-love, respect, and know where I stand, what I'm worth. It's like I would reciprocate that to someone that shows me the same thing.
Right. So if someone is calling you names, something, you could cut them out of your life. You don't need them, You don't need them. Respect yourself. And that's love, right?
Correct.
Freddie, you want to say something?
Yeah, it's up to us. Where like supposedly a lot of the double standards come from our background, or it's a generational thing. As in, like our parents are our male parents are more machismo, right? So it's up to us, a new generation, to actually now convey that message to the new generation that's coming, as in like we have to be respectful. There is no difference. We're all equal, and therefore that will significantly bring down all the double standards that we're dealing with from all races, from all ranges. But in particular our culture, that's what happened if we start changing the message to our kids.
Yeah, and like I said, it starts from the very beginning. Unfortunately, we don't decide what culture or where you were born, and some people had it rougher than other ones. But we could learn to grow and learn and adapt, and have some type of, like you said, self love where you respect yourself. So you're not going to allow a man or a woman disrespect you. So therefore, you don't need him in your life. One thing that I've learned is that you could have a bunch of friends, but then when you get older and when you start to learn these things, your group of friends gets smaller.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't need them. You don't need a toxic friend that tells you men are dogs all the time. You don't need toxic women that say, or even men too, So learn to make better decisions, I guess, with your friendship.
With your group, yeah.
This
I mean, my
already
circle of
changed.
friends I can count with one hand, and it's the same thing. If I see they don't respect themselves, I wouldn't want that around me.
So Paulina said, and this is a good question for the audience if anybody wants to chime in. She said, unfortunately, I think the double standards are not going away. Is that true? Do you think that double standards are never going to go away?
Ready?
I think that they are. I think that we're seeing
How?
a change. and everything. As in, like, for example, uh, my daughter's in a softball team, right? And then so a lot of the
Uh-huh.
girls there don't see themselves as like, oh, the boys are stronger than us, they are, or better than us, and this and that. You start seeing that they don't see each other as different; they see each other as equal. Eventually, I guess they will come across where they're gonna meet people who are gonna tell them, "Oh, you're superior." But I start seeing that in a lot of kids nowadays, where the parents, the new generation of parents, are teaching them, "Hey, you're no better than that one person that you're talking to." So I think
Well,
it's a slow progress.
I think double standards are never gonna go away. Just look at social media, and let's be real. People post so much negativity there, and right now, social media is a big influence on all our kids,
Oh,
all, including men and grown men, women as well. So if you're posting men are toxic, women are toxic, that's not going away because social media influences you. Yeah, your daughter might be right now playing social, but once she gets a phone,
that's a wrap.
that's a wrap, right? So there's got to be a better way to teach our kids value. One thing that I do, I mean, which I agree is like go out and play, stop being on the phone a lot, you know, or else
It's still up to
social media
us to
influences
understand
you.
what technology they're using and how we can still steer them clear from facing those type of people or facing those type of uh, double standards. It's up to us. We are still guiding them. So we
All
let them
right,
just go. Oh, you got to.
let me read
No,
some more comments. Wendy said, I agree with Freddy in that sense, but it depends on each situation. Lupita said, I don't see double standards going away anywhere. It all starts, Mimi said, it all starts at home.
You know what? I agree with that one though, because parents they're becoming younger.
Right. Mimi says, gotta be a strong parent. Right. So we're all talking about parents
Oh,
and
I
stuff,
like I like that one right there. Someone's
Uh,
calling you out.
uh,
Oh, Marcella said, Nelson, you're toxic.
and,
Who agrees with that? I do.
I guess, yeah. But like always, even that alone right there, you won't hold her accountable. You thought it was funny. See, so it's okay for her to call me
It depends
some.
if it's the truth.
Wait a second. Let me finish. So you think that's funny, but yet it's okay to let it be allowed. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Women are never held accountable to the same standard.
No, depends again if it's true.
Again, you don't know is it truth about toxic. I could say you're toxic.
Of course.
Right. I could say Freddie's toxic, but he could say no. But we're moving on. So look, we're about to do the raffles.
Mm.
Prize one and prize two. And there's some more people saying, what does Ram say?
¿El qué?
Ram said, yo creo que el,
Arruinó más toda la situación.
you think social media ruined more stuff, right? Okay. Mimi said, wow, Nelson. Okay. Wait, Nelson, do you find yourself offended by it? No. I mean, that's so. Marcella said, I know.
He proven a point. He was
Right.
proving
I
a
was
point.
proving a point. Jay, it's not always about teaching kids values. They see what they see around them and unfortunately may experience negative things. Mimi, smile, smile, smile. Okay, cool. So, what did you learn? Freddie, any final thoughts before we do the raffle?
I believe that what we need to take away from this is that no matter who you are, gay, straight, woman, male, whatever, we all bring something to the table, and we have to be respectful about it. And
Right.
just understand that we can't. No one's above anyone. Doesn't matter if it's worth. Doesn't matter if it's IQ. We each bring something to the table. It's 7 billion of us, and let's learn to respect each other.
All right. And Yanni, any final thoughts?
I mean, as much as we try, I think I agree with some of the audience. It's hard to see it go away.
Right. At the end of the day, like I said, treat others like you want to be treated. Let's be real. If you want to respect it, give yourself that respect. And you don't have to have a billion friends. You could just have a small circle. How we start. We could teach kids a bunch of values, but at the end of the day, they have to go through their own experience. So teach them about love, teach them about how to be respectful, and we'll try our best. Okay. And with that, thank you guys. I know the topic could go on, but we have reached an hour. So I really appreciate you guys for joining in. And we're about to do the raffle in a couple minutes. Anything else, guys, that I missed?
No.
I will read a couple more comments. We start. Wendy, go ahead.
We can only do so much with the younger generation. It is up to them what they take. You can raise it, but if they get in a relationship and hurt, they will form their own way of dealing with the stuff.
Right. Mimi said exactly. They need to go through their own. Mimi said, great chat. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wendy says, true, but that's why you are there to help advise and support them.
And that's all you can do.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Look,
Set yourself as an example.
you could always raise the kid in the same environment, same things, but sometimes the kid has to make their own decisions, and they have to be live through it. Okay, guys. So thank you. We'll continue the group chat. Next week's topic, I am looking for a couple people. I want female entrepreneurs, female businesswomen, DM us. The topic will about female leadership in society. If you want to be part of that group chat, send us a DM. We are thinking of more topics as well, so we provide suggestions. Like I said, follow our Instagram at LatinoLandia _podcast, our Facebook, and our YouTube. We really appreciate if you guys do the YouTube.
You don't want to miss this Friday.
All right, and you don't want to miss this Friday when Freddy wears lipstick again.
Freddy, 2 for 0.
You're right. So with that, let's do the first raffle, guys.
Oh God.
Here we go. And the first raffle is, our first sponsor is Mariscos. They are located on 22nd and Vermont. They're paying for a dinner for 2.
Including what?
Including alcohol.
Unlimited?
Yes, unlimited.
Is my name there?
I spoke to the owner. He says no budget.
Where is my name? I don't see my
So
name.
if you guys want to try Mariscos at Mariscos on 22nd and Vermont, you would want to win this prize. So go ahead and spin the wheel.
I don't see my name.
Sorry, no name. You can't get that. Lupita. Hey, Lupita, congratulations.
Hey.
Hey. There you go. Congrats. You will win a dinner for 2. I will reach out to you how to get your prize as well. All right. So it's great seafood. So you got unlimited full bar now.
They're full bar now.
I do want to thank the owner of Maria Mariscos. Thank you, Gio, for offering that prize. And let's go with the second prize, guys. Our second prize will be a case of Regia, sponsored by Caveman Kitchen as well. Ooh, how do you say this? Liole?
Sorry if I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah, I'm so sorry if I'm saying it right. Congratulations. There she goes. I don't know who you are, but you want to DM us on LatinoLandia and get our information.
I'm always posted at Caveman unless I want to share.
You might want to share. I'll be drinking this Saturday. So
That's right.
Yeah.
We do have Nelson's birthday around the corner.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, so party this Saturday. DM me if you
I do want to say
party.
one comment that I saw that I think is pretty funny.
Go for it.
Jay Parker said, I'm rooting for you to win one day, Freddy. And I'm not.
Jay Parker, hey, he's rooting for you, Freddie. So again, thank you guys.
I got one fan.
We really appreciate it. Great conversation.
Come back.
And thank you, Jay Parker. Make sure you subscribe to the LatinoLandia YouTube.
Shout out to Jay.
Guys, YouTube, it's very important. So thank you. Ooh, so it's Nelson Toxic. Go for it. Everybody, go ahead and vote.
I don't think Nelson's toxic. Deep inside,
guys,
I don't think so.
Guys, go ahead and vote before we leave. I know everybody's gonna say yes.
Of course.
Man.
Yeah.
Wait a second. To all of you guys, go ahead and vote. Go ahead and vote. Is Nelson toxic?
Deep inside, you guys think
Yeah,
Nelson's
go for
toxic?
it. Everybody, go ahead and vote. Don't worry, I won't take it to the heart, guys. For you guys.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there was.
Wait, I think it's
That's
tie.
three. That's
I can't
three.
see.
I can't see the other.
Oh,
one.
oh, no.
No.
You see, those people know you.
Thank you. And to the three people that did vote, trifling. All right, thank you guys for joining us. Until next Monday,
Have
we
a good
appreciate
afternoon.
it.
Thank you, guys.
Good night. Happy Tuesday. Have a great week.
See you guys.